This 7'1" interior scorer build can literally do everything. You can shoot the ball from anywhere on the court. You can take people off the dribble on a 7'1". You can be toxic and whip out a post hook at any given time. And of course, the dunks are insane on this interior scorer build. This is the best Victor Wembanyama build in season 2 of NBA 2K24, and let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so for the basic stats on this build, obviously since you're 7'1", you cannot go power forward. You have to make this at the center position. So you're gonna go ahead and go center for your position. Now height, you can go 7'1" or 7'2", and you'll still be able to do like everything like with different variations of the build. For this, I'm gonna make it a 7'1", but if you want a 7'2" variation of it, I'm gonna put it in the top right hand of the screen, and that's my updated 7'2" post score ISO build in NBA 2K24. So if you want to make a 7'2" instead of a 7'1", go ahead and watch that video, but I highly recommend trying out the 7'1" as well. Now for weight, we're gonna go 222 pounds because you want to be able to like take people off the dribble. 222 is kind of perfect. You're gonna get a 74 strength that's gonna allow you to get bronze brick wall, and that's all you really need. And then obviously max wingspan. Wemby's a force to be reckoned with on the defensive end, so you need a max wingspan to get a lot of chase down blocks, regularly like standstill block animations in this game. Now to start off with the finishing attributes, like as you can see, this build is truly a demigod on the finishing attributes. The build name is literally an interior scorer, and you can do just that. You can play as a post scorer, you can run as an inside and go off slips and go catch lobs. There is so many things that you can do on this build. When I played this build, especially in like 5s and pro-am and stuff, I played this as like a normal center build. So I set screens at the top. I either slip and you're gonna be really fast off of slips, or you're gonna be able to pop out or just take the ball from your guard and start taking the center off the dribble. There's so many different ways that you can attack on the offensive end on this build that it is truly one of a kind. So starting off, we're gonna have a 92 close shot. This is gonna help with up and unders, pump fakes in the paint, hook shots. Like this is really important to have a high close shot. On my last 7'1", I only had this in an 85, but an 85 is good and all, but it's really beneficial to get it to a 92. You get Hall of Fame hook specialist, gold fast twitch, fearless finisher, masher, and some other badges like dream shake, po touch, and pros fade phenom. Then you have a 67 driving layup. Surprisingly, you can get some really good layup animations in this game. When I take people off the dribble and I don't get put into a dunk animation, I actually get a lot of good like scoop layup or like reverse layup animations when I go for them, and most of the time it's gonna be green. Since you're so lanky, you can do euro steps, hop steps. Like there's a lot of things you can do with driving layup in this game. I'm not gonna talk too much about it though. Now the holy grail about this build, you get an 87 driving dunk, which allows you to get a lot of dunk animations in this game. Looking at the clips, right, this build absolutely flies. If you put park dunks on this build, and I'm gonna show you guys my dunk animations and stuff at the end of this video, if you put park dunks on, that is the secret to getting all these like insanely high vertical dunks in this game. That, along with like a Giannis dunk package and any contact dunk that you can equip, are the go-to dunk animations that I use on this build. Then you have an 81 standing dunk. It's gonna be really easy off of drop steps, or whether you're just really close to the basket to get standing dunks. You have silver rise up, precision, and gold fast twitch. So the standing dunks in this game are gonna be really easy. You're 7'1" with a good like body shape. You're gonna get a lot of standing dunks, and you're gonna be able to bully people. And then to round off finishing, you have a 92 post control, which not only is gonna help you with drop stepper, hook specialist, and all those post badges, but it's gonna allow you to get gold unpluckable. And since you're gonna be dribbling on this build with like a lower ball handle, gold unpluckable is an absolute necessity in this game. And yeah, that's basically it for finishing. So like I said, you can take people off the dribble. You can go for post hooks and play like post score. Like that's what I really go like. I play this build as an ISO post score type of build who can also shoot threes. You guys are gonna see the 3-pointer on this build is really good. All right, so now for shooting, you have a 59 mid-range. On my last 7'1", I had the mid-range really high, but I realized that when I'm playing 5s or 2s, I'm always gonna pop out to the 3-point line. So having a high midi isn't that essential for you, and a 59 is still greenable. A lot of people are gonna see a 59 and think it's not that greenable, are gonna click out the video. I promise you, a mid-range is really easy to shoot no matter what your rating is. A 59 with boost is like a 66, and you're gonna be perfectly fine. Like I promise you, you're gonna be able to green every single mid-range if you time it semi correctly, and you don't have to worry about it. You'll still be able to shoot post phase, post hop shots, and all stuff like that. You're gonna be perfectly fine, and you also have gold post fade phenom as well. Now the best part about this build is the fact that it can stretch the floor while doing everything that it can on the paint, and off the dribble. You can stretch the floor and play as a popper, and that is so underrated about this build. I literally just go for pops all the time, and I shoot it because I have a really good jump shot, which I will be showing you guys at the end of this video. A lot of people ask me, like, I shoot 70% on this build, and they always ask me for my jump shot, and today I'm going to give it to you guys. I'm not going to gatekeep my jump shot or any of my animations. I got y'all at the end of this video. But to round off shooting with a 52 free throw, it's really low, but to be honest, with how hard free throws are, it's going to be really expensive at the end of the day to upgrade it. So that's just a risk that I'm willing to take. You're going to be such a force on offense that your free throw is not going to matter that much. Now for playmaking, this looks pretty underwhelming, but I promise you, you're going to be moving on this build. So starting out with a 68 pass accuracy, this is mainly for 5s and 2s because you're going to be able to make a bailout pass if you absolutely need it. Like, I hit some bailout passes even without bailout, but this is really going to be whether you're getting hit off the slip and then you can throw straight back out to your teammate, whether you're on 2s, 3s, or 5s. Now if you're going to use this build for the 1 score, just drop this down and put it on your mid-range. But if you plan to play like me and play in every single game mode on this build, just go ahead and upgrade it. A 68 pass accuracy is not that expensive to not have it, and I promise you, if you do not have it, you're gonna hate yourself while playing this game. Now with 53 ball handle, you're not going to get any playmaking badges from ball handle in this game besides the gold unpluckable, which is from the 92 post control, and that's why it's so important to upgrade the post control. So a 53 ball handle does not seem like a lot, but that combined with a 54 speed with ball is absolutely detrimental for this build. If you don't have any playmaking stats right here, you are literally just going to be like every other popper, and you're not going to have a unique build. This build is truly unique because of how many areas it can attack the defense. Now for defense, you have a 72 interior. That's not bad at all. That combined with your body frame at 7'1", 222 with the 7'11" wingspan, you're going to be able to get a lot of interior stops. And that combined with your block at an 87 is going to be really good. With this build, you absolutely fly and get a shit ton of chase down blocks in this game. So we went over the interior and block, and the perimeter defense on this build is really good. If you're playing Pro-Am, you can play the drop really well, and you can also switch onto the guard if this guard is getting bodied. So a 67 with max wingspan, you're going to be able to move, you're going to see your speed later, and you're going to be pretty fast. So you can guard people in the perimeter, you can guard people in the post. This build is really good on defense besides the steal rating. And then like I said, you have an 87 block. It's gonna let you get silver anchored chase on artist and gold pogo stick. Pogo stick is really broken in this game because if you are anywhere near somebody, you're gonna get like a 35% contest in the paint, and the meter's just gonna glitch on them. So since you have pogo stick, anchor, and chase on artist, you're gonna be a menace on defense. Finally, the offensive and defensive rebounding. Now feel free to put this on your D board, but after playing on this build, I really value offensive rebounds now. I used to be the opposite way, and I would only go for like a high D board and low O board. So a 92 D board is going to allow you to get gold pogo stick and gold rebound chaser along with silver box out beast. And if you're going to make the build a little bit heavier and get higher strength, you can also get gold box out beast if you really want it. Now finally, the physicals. This is the most important part about any build in this game. If this build didn't have good physicals, it would not be nearly as good as it is. So you're going to have a 66 speed. It's going to help you offensively and defensively, whether you're trying to pop, whether you're trying to play defense and go for a chase down. Speed is really important to have all the way maxed out, especially on a 7-1 ISO type of build. And now that we know that acceleration does absolutely nothing for dribbling, speed and speed with ball are going to make this build really, really good. Then you have a 74 strength. On my first 7-1, I made it a 73 strength. I need a 74 if I want to get bronze bulldozer and if I want brick wall as well. And for vertical, you know, 75, this has been the same since like 2K19, 2K20. 75 vertical gets you all the necessities for dunk animations, but you can also bring this to 78 if you want to get more, but you're only going to have an 87 driving dunk. If you're going to go an 89 driving dunk and find a way to get that, go ahead and go to 78 vertical. But for the build that I'm using, 75 gets you all the animations that you need. And then to round it off, you have a 96 stamina. It's pretty self-explanatory. You don't want to be running out of stamina like Celtics Shaq, and that's basically it. So yeah, for this build, I told you guys all that it can do. It can play as an inside, it can take people off the dribble, you can play as a post scorer, which is personally how I play it. I play it as an ISO post score build, and this is truly a Victor Wembanyama type of build. You can do everything on offense and defense, and that's all I have to really say. Now, like I promised, I am going to show you guys my animations, so let's go ahead and get into that. So to start off with my dribble animations, it's literally like nothing. Everything is on normal, and that's basically all you need to know. you're basically just gonna be doing a bunch of crossovers, and I'm gonna show you guys later down the road with this like 7-1 dribble tutorial. You don't need dribble 6 to be effective on this build. Now for my jump shot, I use base Mitchell Robinson and then Marquise Chris for release 1 and release 2. Basically the grades are not that great, but I promise you this has the best visual cue for a 7'1" build in NBA 2K24. I personally use release visual cue, and the second the ball is about to release from my hands, I snap it and green it every single time. And then finally, my dunk animations, I literally just use park dunks. So I use flashy 360s under legs and pro contact dunks. These are what I use for my one hand moving dunks. These are what I use for my standing and regular contact dunks. And then I only use Giannis as my signature dunk. It gets you a lot of like bulldozer and regular animations when you're dunking the ball, and I highly recommend using these and only these for your NBA player dunk animation. And yeah, that's it for this Victor Wembanyama build. If you guys enjoyed this or the animations, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. When this build hits 99 overall, I promise I got y'all with some gameplay. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll see y'all in the next video.